What's going on, growers? It's James Prigioni coming to you live from Jersey. It's true, a food forest is not your typical garden, but I'm not your typical gardener. Me and Tuck are trying to change that though and make food forest more mainstream. So today I want to bring you along as we grab some food from our backyard grocery store, except everything here is natural. Let's go. I bet you're wondering why I'm wearing a suit in the garden, but in the same way I'm trying to change the way people garden, I'm also trying to change other people's perspectives of how they view gardening and growing their own food. I got this idea from one of my main inspirations, Joel Salatin, who talks about how oftentimes others view gardeners and farmers as second-class citizens, people who are uneducated or uninformed. But we know that's not true. Oftentimes, the best and the brightest are not encouraged to get into gardening, and Joel's been trying to change that, and I want to be a part of that as well. I remember seeing Joel Salatin at a farmers convention giving a speech wearing a suit just like this. He didn't show up with overalls on and a piece of Timothy grass hanging out of his mouth because he's looking to change the perception of how others view gardening, knowing that growing your own food is one of the most important and empowering things you can do, and it's vitally important for us to get the young, bright minds into this. And before I get to the harvesting, I just wanted to thank all of you who are a part of this movement and are contributing to changing the way people are viewing gardening, shining a brighter light onto it. Now, let's get to the harvesting. First, let's grab the tools we need, a basket and a pruner. Then we'll move over to this eggplant. Cut this baby off. This kind of food that we're growing here is the best food in the world. This is stuff you just can't buy in the stores. The quality, the flavor, it's all here. Varieties like this too. If you want them, you gotta grow them yourself. If you have the space, there are a lot of things you can grow in your own backyard. Things like peppers here too. We already got some eggplants. We got tomatoes we're gonna be grabbing, and a lot of other stuff. Let's grab a few more different peppers as well. And even if you only have a little space, just a small balcony area, that's enough. Every little bit counts towards moving this idea of growing your own food in the right direction, to showing the next generation that it's worth it to grow your own food. Let's grab some of these tomatoes behind me too. This variety's done real well for us this year. Nice color to them. And one thing I love about growing my own food too is just the colors. Bring it inside and to eat this kind of stuff. If you never had fresh tomatoes, homegrown, basically as natural as you can do with no chemicals and no herbicides, no pesticides, then you, in my opinion, you've never really had a tomato. And sometimes the only way to have organic food, like Bill Mollison says, is to grow it yourself. Looks like there's a nice pepper over here as well. Let's grab that guy. And I even have some of my pole beans that are trying to climb up it. But that's okay. We've got a lot of pole beans and bush beans growing, so we'll harvest some more of them. But before we do that, I want to get some more tomatoes. But before I grab the tomatoes, let me grab some of these cucumbers here. A lot of you loved seeing Tuck eating the cucumbers, and he loves eating the cucumbers, but there's also things that he eats besides the cucumbers. He even likes the peppers. So first we'll grab these cucumbers, and then maybe we'll bring Tuck in and see if he wants to snack on a few of these fresh peppers we grabbed. Just let me grab a few more of these cucumbers. And I mentioned in previous videos, but you want to get them when they're small. This way the plant continues to produce more and more cucumbers. We want to extend our harvest as long as we can, because we don't want these plants focusing on just creating seed for next year. We want them focused on growth and the production of more cucumbers. This way we get to eat more of them. Let's go grab Tuck. Come on, Tucky boy. Want a pepper, boy? Good boy, Tuck. Want a fresh pepper, boy? Good boy. In the last video, some of you guys were saying, Tuck's out there trying to get into the garden. Why don't you let him in? Well, one of the reasons we don't have him in here all the time is because his appetite is way bigger than he is. He loves eating stuff, and whenever he sees peppers or cucumbers or carrots, when he finds them, he'll grab them and just start eating them like this. I'll turn around oftentimes when I'm in the garden if I let him in and I'm working on something, maybe planting the next round of something, and what do you think Tuck's doing? He's in here grabbing a snack. This guy loves to eat fresh from the garden almost as much as I do. And one thing that I've noticed is if I get peppers like from the store or something sometimes, Tuck doesn't seem to care for them at all. He just seems to give them a couple sniffs and walk away. But when it's from the garden, this guy goes crazy on him and he has a fun time doing it. While Tuck's busy eating his pepper, let's move on and do some more harvesting. If you guys enjoy seeing Tuck in the videos, make sure you throw some hearts down in the comments so he knows you're showing him love. Let's move over to some more tomatoes. Grab this guy right here. Nice color. A lot of these orange tomatoes seem to be doing really well at this time of year. Another one here, and then I see some nice black peppers right here. Small plant, but good size harvest. A couple more of these guys. And then I know right next to me over here is another variety of black peppers. So let's see how these are doing. I showed these in the last video. These are the Midnight Dreams. So these things are good, they'll keep you up at night. Not midnight nightmares, midnight dreams. And another tomato as well. These peppers here look like they're gonna be delicious as well. And I'm sure Tuck is gonna appreciate them, just like me. We know the other ones were Tuck approved. So we got just a little spider's nest right there. That's okay, still great. And some of these pink accordion tomatoes. Add them to the basket.
When I look into the face of my enemy, I see my brother. I see my brother. When I look into the face of my enemy, I see my brother. I see my brother. When I look into the face of my enemy, I see my brother. I see my brother. When I look into the face of my enemy, I see my brother. I see my brother. Forgiveness is the garment of our courage, the power to make the peace we long to know. Open up our eyes to see the wounds that bind all of humankind. May our shuddered hearts greet the dawn of light with charity and love. When I look into the face of my enemy, I see my brother. I see my brother. When I look into the face of my enemy, I see my brother. I see you now. When I look into your face, I see you now. I see you now. I see my brother. I see my sister. I see my mother. I see my father. When I look into the face of my enemy,
Nice flavor, unique. Tuck barely even knows what they are. Now that we have this one cracked open, look at him. He's just salivating looking at it. So he knows what it is after the smell now.
Let me be numb, let me be cause I want to be free now, free to see, yeah. I want to walk away, let me feel my feet, let me be free. Time and time and time we see these acts against humanity, well, each for each and each well breathing. shed blood for what they each believe. Well, on and on and on we go. Well, some will you see and some won't be true for you, and truth will lead you to a sense of na 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 peace. Let me be now, let me be, 'cause I want to be free now, oh, 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 free to see, yeah, well, and I want to walk away, oh, let me feel my feet, let me be free.
One of you mentioned in the comments to harvest these yard-long beans when they're much smaller and they're better, so I'm going to be doing that today and in the future.
Each for each and each will bleed and shed blood for what they each believe. Well, on and on and on we go. Well, some will you see and some won't be true for you, and truth will lead you to a sense of na 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 peace.
We've got a bunch of dragon tongue beans ready too, so let's grab those.
Because see, I want to be free now, oh, oh, free to see, yeah, well, I want to walk away, oh, let me feel my feet, let me be free.
Let me grab a few more of these dragon tongue beans and then we'll grab some Swiss chard. Check out the production of this plant too. And it's grown around some zucchini than other ones. Look how many beans this thing has on it. And the flavor on these ones are just incredible. By far my favorite bean, one that's always going to be a staple in the food forests for now and forevermore. Let me put these in and then grab some Swiss chard as well.
Let me be numb, let me be, 'cause I want to be free. I need to be free.
Not bad, a few leaves. We still have plenty more, but that should be good for now. That's today's video, growers. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. And I hope you join Team Grow and begin encouraging others to start their own gardens, no matter how much space they have, and start taking control of their own lives. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share with your friends, and don't forget to check out the merch down low. Tuck and James Prigioni will be back at you real soon. We out.